All right, we're good to go. So who wants to do push-ups?
I'll do them.
Okay.
Right now?
Well, I'll just, let me just put my timer here in case. All right, guys, thanks for being here. If you don't know me, my name's Luke Lippincott. I used to live here in the house, part of the Brotherhood, but I've been studying sports psychology at John F. Kennedy University in California. I'm in my third term, my third quarter, going into my fourth, and I can tell you that the mental part of sports and life is bigger than everyone thinks. And the older you get and the more elite you get, you realize that if you really want to get to that optimal level of functioning, then it's about that mental aspect. So the first thing I'm going to have you guys do is everyone just relax, take a deep breath in and out. And I just want you to imagine that, close your eyes if you want, and I want you to imagine that you're on a beach. You're in the Lake Tahoe beach right now. It's just nice, relaxing, the weather's perfect. There's people playing with the catch with the frisbee. There's girls running in and out of the water. You're just having a good time. Okay, so I'm gonna have one of you guys can open your eyes now. I'm gonna have one of you come up, and I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. I'm gonna have you do as many push-ups as you can. Okay?
So I can't go anymore?
You can't go anymore. Comfortably, don't kill yourself. I know you just had your pre-workout, NO Explode, but it's going to tie into what we're going to talk about in a few minutes. So if you could just come right here.
Yeah.
I got the camera right there, and just nice and comfortable. And you guys you don't need to pump him up or watch anything. Just watch, and let's just silently count how many he does.
1.
That was good. Anyone get that?
I think it was 67.
67.
Wow.
Good job.
That's
good
a
job.
fucking lot right there.
Stuff, man.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
So 67.
67.
That was real good. So what I'm here to talk to you guys about today is it's a funny word, but arousal levels. So you can either be way too calm, almost in like a comatose state, where you're just everything's going easy, or you can be way too pumped up and frantic and just thinking about everything going on. All right. So it's important as an athlete to be aware of this, because, for example, if any of you guys weightlift, you're athletes, so you weightlift. When you're maxing out, you probably want to be really pumped up, right? What about when you're playing golf or you're studying? You're doing something that you really want to be focusing and controlled. You want to be relaxed, okay? So what I'm talking about today is the term energizing, activation. So we're going to do another exercise right now. I'm going to have everyone stand up. And you guys have probably done this before. Just follow my lead. Everyone follow my lead and you'll see where I'm getting. Good. Thanks, guys. You guys take a seat. Now tell me, what do you guys, what'd that feel like?
Energizing.
You felt energizing? Okay. Progressive.
Yes.
We're building up to something.
Yeah.
What did it feel like in your hands?
Got my blood flowing through my
Got your blood flowing. Kind of, I still feel a little tingle going in my hands right now.
Yeah.
Yeah? So you guys are kind of pumped up.
Yeah.
So that's one way that you guys get pumped up. You can use groups, all right? You can use your peers. You can use your environment. You see NFL athletes a lot. You know, after they score a touchdown or something, like pulling in that energy, all right, and storing it. You can actually store that energy for later. So, as we already mentioned, what we're talking about today is energizing. So, if you're playing football, all right, for the championship game, you're probably already pumped up, right? Give me some times when you might need some energy, when you might, think about times when you're just not into what you're doing, you rather just go through the motions, and you need a little bit of energy. Waking up in the morning.
In class.
In class.
Work sometimes late at night.
Work late at night. You're tired. You could be fatigued. Listening to boring presentations from your teachers, boring lectures. All right. The important thing that I want you guys to know that if you're really gonna succeed in life and you want to take things in, you want to live life, you want to live in the moment, you got to be in the here and now. And you can't just be going through the motions. When you go to the gym and you're having a bad day, you just don't want to be there and just going through the motions. Is that the best thing for you?
No, it's a
No.
horrible workout.
It's a horrible workout, right? And I mean, every minute that passes by, every day that goes by, that's one that's lost, right, in the whole scheme of everything. So you really want to be in the moment. You want to enjoy everything, As much as something might suck and you don't want to do it, you want to make sure that your arousal level is in the right place for it. Okay. So we took care of the when. In the morning, before class, when you just want to get hyped up. Let me show you guys something. Here's the why. So this right here, what does this look like? Upside down U. That's what it's called. It's called the inverted U hypothesis. And what this is saying is that here on the bottom axis is your arousal. Arousal and anxiety. Sometimes you feel those butterflies. That's not always bad. That kind of gets you ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I was feeling butterflies before doing this. So we got arousal here on the bottom. Right here on this axis, we got performance. Pardon my handwriting. So let's go low right here. High. High performance. This is your optimal level. So just by looking at this, what can you tell me? That where's my performance when I'm really calm? I'm so relaxed.
It's low.
It's low, all right? Now, where's my performance when I'm too pumped up, when I'm frantic, I'm just going crazy?
It's low as well.
It's low. It's low. So you guys want to be somewhere in the middle when you're performing. And now, the important thing about this is everyone's different. And it also depends on the sport that you're playing, all right? So I'm going to say you're A, you're athlete A. On the whole scale of things, you might naturally want to work in this area. You just might naturally just want to be more relaxed when you're doing things. That's how you work. This is called the individualized zone, I-Z-O, individualized zone of functioning. And everyone has a different one. And it all is relative around your emotions. If you believe that you can do the task, if the task that you're about to perform is too great of a task for you, then your emotions are going to get on you. I can't do this. I'm not going to be able to perform well. If you're too pumped up, you're going to start thinking that, and your performance is going to suffer, right? So, athlete B might be wanting to perform over here. He might be good at this. He might be an Olympic weightlifter. He might just always want to get hyped up, listen to pump up music, be more on this high side. Now, so this is just general, okay? It depends on what you're doing as well. Like I said, if you're a professional weightlifter and you're maxing out, you probably want to be in this region, right? So it would look more like that, all right? If you're playing golf, you probably want to be in this region. So let's talk a little bit about the how right now. What would you guys say is the number one thing that most athletes use to pump themselves up? Music. Now tell me what's important about music. We mentioned it earlier when we were talking.
Energy.
Energy.
Emotion.
You can pull it in. Emotion, rhythm. It keeps you on a beat. Like I said, every day I jump rope. I can't really jump rope with shit without the music. You know, I can get into it, but I feel like I'm just going through the motions. I feel like I'm not putting it all in. And I get the music going, and you'll see me start switching it up, doing the one leg is no legs, just flowing. Yeah. Yeah.
Just float.
Okay. So there's one thing where this kind of ties into the whole activation thing and being too low aroused is motivation. So what types of things can we do to activate ourselves and motivate ourselves when we really don't want to do something? So we got music.
Loud noises.
Yelling, loud noises.
Yeah.
You know, that also ties into like anger. You know, you can use your emotions.
What about collaboration?
Teamwork.
Communication between teammates.
Communication. That's a good one too. You know what's important about that? It's called self-talk. Does anyone know what that is?
Pumping yourself up. Just
Saying I can do it. All right, and we're going to use that a little later when we do this exercise again. All right, self-talk. You guys think of any other ones? We got environment, self-talk, emotions, music,
goals.
goals. And let's go into a little bit more about goals. Who said that?
Good.
Goals. Okay. So what's special about goals?
You can have short-term and long-term goals.
You can have short-term and long-term goals. So like it kind of sets a roadmap for you to succeed. So if you wake up every day in the morning and say, in order to get this A, I need to study for 2 hours. You're looking towards the future. You know, you're seeing yourself in the future, and that's the good thing about goals is it kind of motivates you. See how much time I have? Okay, 4 minutes. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to draw up is, it kind of relates to the inverted U hypothesis. Down here we have boredom. Okay, up here we have anxiety, which is not always a bad thing. Right here, flow. Does anyone know what flow is? What's flow?
It's just being in sync with everything.
Being in sync with everything.
Yeah.
It's being so into the task that you're not even
Yes.
thinking about the task.
Yeah.
You're just it's when the perceived perceptions how hard the task is compares to your belief and your capabilities of actually doing a task. When that all comes together, flow happens. Now what do you see on this? Where is flow?
In the center.
Just like the inverted U. You can't be too bored, but you can't be too excited or anxious, okay? Now, this has been studied, and a lot of people say, oh, flow's so hard, it's so hard to be flow and get in the zone and everything. But the more that you can regulate where you're at and be aware of it, the more flow you can have. So let's do a little wrap up on where we're at so far. Arousal levels. You don't want to be too bored. You don't want to be too pumped up. Different things that we can use: music, self-talk. I can do it. I can do it. Goals, emotions. All right. Maybe being angry. You know, I was a football player when I played here at the university, and my senior year I had to fight for my position. Even though the year before that I was MVP of the team, and I had all these, accolades and everything, I was kind of angry about that. That, the coach was really pushing me, but there was another guy that I had to try and beat out. So I used that to my advantage. I kind of reversed my anger, and I used that in the weight room, and it kept pushing me. Let's talk about imagery. Does anyone know what imagery is? Visualization is another word for it.
Are you talking self-image or like your image of what you want?
It could be either thing. You can imagine yourself like
See
waking.
yourself doing
You
it.
guys said waking up in the morning is hard sometimes. All right. What about if you put a goal that you want to, you want to bench 300 by the end of the year? Okay. So when you wake up in the morning, if you imagine yourself with all these other guys in here, and there's a bench press in here, you imagine yourself, everyone cheering you on, saying, "Hit that, hit that, hit that," and you hit that. you're gonna want to kind of go. You want to wake up and go work out in the morning and get to that point. So you can use imagery as in where you want to be, or you can use imagery like, you know, if I'm a sprinter and I get into blocks, and I really want to explode out and really energize myself. I might imagine, you know, either a cheetah running across the 100-yard dash, or I want to imagine my legs being like a coiled spring, just ready to explode. So you can use different cues or images that kind of motivate you in times when you might be fatigued and you want to, you know, push yourself past the point. Because energizing yourself isn't just like pre-competitive. It's not just in the locker room before the game, get pumped up. It might be when you're halfway through your lift, you know. It might be just normal life stuff when you're on your way to work. You want to get pumped up.
Yeah, I also think it's important, like when you are looking forward at your goals and visions, to like try to harness the feelings that like you want to feel.
You hit it dead on. When you're using imagery, especially, you want to have that kinesthetic feel.
Of like how it would feel to be
See yourself
like,
doing it.
to be a millionaire, like how you would feel on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
You know, or
Yeah.
if you were benching 300, like you want to feel that strong all the time. That's the only way you could actually make it a reality.
Yeah. Now, what kind of things would you image when you visualize something? What kind of things can you do to help you get that vividness and get that feel?
Close your eyes.
You can close your eyes. You can get nice, comfortable, you know, or you can get yourself kind of pumped up. Like if you are trying to imagine yourself hitting that 300-pound bench press, you might want to start breathing a little bit heavier. You might want to sit up. You know, if I'm hunched over like this during class and everything, what can I do to just make myself a little bit more activated? Change my posture. You know, breathe. Focus on your breathing. Okay, so I'm running out of time here, so we're gonna put this test. We're gonna put this to test. We're gonna have you do push-ups again. So I'm gonna use something that I saw on TV today that kind of motivated me and it got me activated, and it was actually a Gatorade commercial. All right. Now, if you want to incorporate music into this after you watch this commercial, you can definitely do that.
Okay.
And couple music. We're gonna have you watch this commercial right here, and I'm gonna post it on the YouTube link after this. Start it over. So here we are. There's the commercial. What was the cue word they were using? One more. One more. So basically, to summarize everything we said, activation, energizing yourself is that 5-hour energy without the crash, without the 5-hour energy drink. All right. So you're gonna put your music on if you want. We're gonna have you do push-ups. This time, guys, I want you guys to get into it. You're all brothers here. I want you guys to try and help them out. All right. Give them a little bit of motivation. So 67. 67.
All right.
Let's go, Zelly.
Get it.
Alrighty, let's do it, guys. I'll let you know when I need that help. But you guys can chirp in when you want.
Eleven, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Let's go, Sally! Get it, boy! 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77,
Come on, one more.
78, 79. Let's go! Let's go, Zelly! 81! Let's go! Push it! Push it down! Get it down! Push! 85. Woo! Go, Zelly! One more!
Thank you, I appreciate that. Tell me how you, once you catch your breath, tell me how you felt. Did you feel a little bit more energized by everyone helping you out? By
Definitely. I definitely hit a block where at about 50, I was starting to feel the fatigue. And I just started breathing a lot better, like on a consistent, like per rep basis. And with the combination of all you guys, it's like, hold on.
It felt good though, right?
Yeah, like it literally just pushed me straight through. I didn't even feel anything.
I appreciate you doing that for me.
That's a lot too.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's a lot. So to wrap this up, how can we relate all this to our normal life? I know we talked a little bit about waking up in the morning and everything. For me, I feel like a lot of times I need to relax myself. So the topic of energizing is kind of like, you know, when I first heard about it, I was like, when do I need to energize myself? But the more I've been kind of thinking about it, there's more times where I really want to be in the moment. I want to be alive. I want to have meaning to my life. When you guys are cleaning the house or doing the dishes and stuff, you could just be going through the motions and everything, but you're just moving through life without any meaning, you know? Every second is a lost second, you know? So even if it's a task that you don't want to do, you can activate yourself and you can get more life, meaning, and purpose through that.
Passion.
Passion, yeah. So I appreciate you guys taking the time out to come listen to me. I hope this helps. I hope you can use this in your daily life and kind of start to become aware of your arousal levels. That's the one thing that it's key in when I'm trying to teach people sports skill or sports psychology, mental skills training. The one key thing that I always say is awareness is the key. And the more you talk about it, the more you think about it, the more you become aware of your body, your breathing, what types of things help you image if you want to close your eyes, the better you'll get. And it'll help you in not only in sports, but in your daily life, like when you're driving to work or when you're listening to a boring lecture. So thanks again, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.